I didn't see you there. Hey, this is RHIPS of the Inner City Dwellers. VDAH, DJ Survive will be joining me. Today we're gonna be going around different locations and filming a little bit, answering a few questions, and letting y'all know how the Inner City Dwellers journey has been going for the last couple of years. We've been doing this, and give you a little insight on the album production and what it's meant for us to be doing that album. Check out the footage and stay tuned. Grow with us, Inner City Dwellers. Yay!
Pretty much in the beginning it was just a thought, but I always wanted to get together with other folks on that creative writing team. That would be a big thing, and that's where Inner City Dwellers came out in 2006. 33 and a third. It was this old spot on Sunset, Alvarado. It was a dope spot. That's where I met this cat, and at the time I was working with Frosted. The homie Eddie was giving me beats. I was working off of that, and little by little I started meeting folks, the right folks.
I came here to where we're at. This stoop right here that we're sitting on, the steps, is VDAH's mom's place. This is actually one of the first places where I came to meet VDAH for the first time and kind of chop it up a little more on the idea around Inner City Dwellers and how he wanted to expand that and what his vision was and what my vision was along those lines. When we were kind of bouncing around to different spaces to get our creative process on, we would come here often. We wrote our first song in his room in here. It kind of gave birth to the entire group. From that one track, we liked how it sounded, and then we decided, you know what, let's write 4 more tracks and then go perform them out there and just see how people respond. We got a good response from it, and that made our decision a lot more clearer to definitely keep it pushing and still come here and write from time to time. We're always seeking spots that inspire us, and what better places to go and do that than from our own homes and from our own families. This is one of the spots definitely that a lot of that inspiration, a lot of those songs and stories came from. So, what's up, y'all? We're here at the Graph Lab.
I'll be painting out here. Pretty much that's what got me started.
I feel the need and compelled to communicate with people through my art or through some kind of like social justice.
Pretty much what I've been doing is graffiti and breakdancing. I always liked music in general. As a b-boy and as a graffiti writer, I was always listening to music. I had like a tape in my Walkman that I would always bump. That would always like inspire me and give me more courage to actually go catch spots that I wouldn't normally catch. If a right song was playing, I'd be like, I'm catching this spot for sure. Tonight or whatever, I don't give a fuck. Pretty much what I wanted to do with my music too, I wanted to inspire other people to be more passionate about what they're doing.
With music, I feel like I can do that, you know, express myself in a certain way where it relates to everybody. With graph is the same thing.
I wanted to use my voice. I wanted people to hear me out, hear my story, and I wanted to connect with people through my story, through what I was saying. Poetry and hip-hop were among the first things that I kind of encountered that really threw my voice out into the world, gave me the courage to see myself as someone that is saying something valuable. I wanted to continue contributing to that dialogue through the hip-hop and poetry that I do.
To me, it would mean like knowing like the whole landscape of wherever you're at and communicate with other cultures, like just go out, learn different cultures. We live in LA, you know, LA is like, there's so many cultures, languages that we need to know about or recognize. Maybe they grew up in the same struggle that we did, maybe they didn't. Some people were more privileged, may have been more privileged than we were, but when it comes down to it, a lot of people share the same stories. It's in the name. I'm a dweller of the inner city.
It's more than just a lifestyle, it's a movement, a way of thinking beyond what we've been taught, and be that voice for generations.
It means to live a kind of life of struggle and resilience, to overcome a lot of the adversities that we face in life, living inside the inner cities, and by that we mean the ghettos, the slums, the townships, wherever you're at in the world, where people are not making the bare minimum to survive, or people are even making the bare minimum and still struggling to survive, to come from those kind of roots, those kind of backgrounds, and still be standing here today telling our story, encouraging others to continue on their walk. The way we kind of saw it is a lot of songs in there represent situations in life that we find ourselves with our backs against the wall, kind of like a dead end of sorts. When we have no other options, it feels like the only thing we're left to do is forced to choose, is to create an option for ourselves, to maybe find a new road out of whatever situation life is presenting us with, or create a new road out of the road that we're already on, so that we can better our lives, or so that we can improve our state of being, our state of mind, and the well-being of other people around us too. So the album's called Forced to Choose because of that reason.
A lot of problems in the world. We only tackled a few on this album. Some that are really personal, that have to do a lot with family, immigration. You know, all of us have an immigration background. Respect towards women, and then, you know, just being the outcast.
That's why we're here at MacArthur Park. It's one of the spaces where in 2007, May 1st, VDAH and I and DJ Survive and a bunch of other friends of ours were out in the streets supporting May 1st. We came out, and that day police pretty much went at it with the community. Rubber bullets were fired at people, bean bags. A lot of people were injured. So that day is something that's ingrained in this community and in our minds as well. A lot of the music that we touch on talks about bearing witness to those events and trying to find a space of transformation and healing around that. We touch on a lot of those issues so that we can start to explore that in a creative way and explore the way out of those things, because only together we can fight and find our way out. Continuing with the journey, we've made it to the Street Ink Lab, where we've been recording a lot of our projects.
But being patient, a lot of endless nights, a lot of writing sessions. This cat right here mixing down, just doing the whole audio engineering thing. This cat right here is doing a lot of scratching. We didn't have any features on this album. We are going to have other projects where we are going to be working with other folks. The labels are always welcome.
For our debut album, we wanted just to keep it strictly VDAH, DJ Survive, and RHIPS, so y'all can get a feel for where we're coming from and have a better understanding of who we are as artists.
My favorite track, I would have to say, is Eliminating the Odds. Just the energy in it and just the wordplay we had, that's one I want to look out for right there. The most challenging, I would say, Love the Mothership. Going deeper besides thinking about yourself as a male or just gender roles, you know, the things that we see and sometimes we want to talk about but we don't know how to do it. That was one of my, I would say, challenging ones right there.
Your traveling scapegoat, inner city dwellers, and like VDAH said, it'll be eliminating the odds. Mostly because it gives me like a chance to like just scratch like the hell out for like 20 seconds and like it more because it has, when it's a live presence, when it's like live on stage, it's like it gets people pumped.
Inner City Dwellers, simply because that was one of the first tracks that we ever wrote as a group. It is one of the first times that I ever wrote like a 16-bar format verse. I like the wordplay and all the delivery in that too. The beat is also pretty cool. Yeah. Shout out to Frostex for hooking it up with that beat. For us, this is really exciting to embark on something like this, and we want to make you a part of it as well.
You guys been watching the making of the album, Forced to Choose. DJ Survive right here.
VDAH, RHIPS.
We are the Inner City Dwellers.